It's Soca Parang Indie Basket, the Spice Basket. Saturday, 5th November, featuring from Trinidad, Scrunta, Baron,
Then you go see how the parangos have me.
Marcia Miranda.
Darling, look, it's Christmas, a special time of year.
From Grenada, Caracou String Band, Lele. Hassan Leke and Steve Theodore. Get your early bird ticket for $60 after you pay $80 and more at the door. And are available at Chucky's Bar, Brendan on the Terminal, Grenada Optical in St. George's, Gittins Pharmacy Grenville, Gittins Healthcare Grandance, Chai's Bar St. Mark's, Nick and Bites Quav, St. David's Pharmacy, Calico Shopping Center, Main Street, Sotiers, Soca Parang Indie Basket, Spice Basket, Saturday, 5th November, showtime, 8 p.m. Brought to you by National Lotteries Authority, We FM, Boss FM, Top FM, Magic FM, Bulk by Carib, Captain's Harris, GBN, MTV, Alamanda Hotel, 3 O's Auto Supplies, and Grenada Distillers. Soca Parang Indie Basket, Spice Basket, Saturday, 5th November, showtime, 8 p.m. It's another Chucky's promotion.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
The National Insurance Scheme continues to make it easy to access our services using the MyNIS online platform. Now we're introducing a new feature that allows you to submit your benefit claims from the convenience of your smart devices. No paper, no hassle. All you have to do is log in to my.nisgrenada.org. Select Claims, fill out the relevant information, and click Submit. We'll take it from there. It's that simple and that easy. Submit a claim from the comfort of your home as you rest and recuperate. Enjoy the convenience of faster claim processing and monitor the status of your claim every step of the way. We are excited to introduce this new feature to better serve you. NIS is changing the game and the way you make your claim. Access anywhere and anytime with MyNIS Online.
Have you ever imagined the value of being provided the best care services in the comfort of your own home? Or do you need caregivers that are truly invested in the health and well-being of your loved ones? Here at Innovative Healthcare, we are committed to providing you the highest quality care right in your home and the flexibility to recover at your own pace. Our services include Alzheimer's dementia care, wound care, physiotherapy, post-hospitalization care, cataract care, and so much more. We understand the great importance of your health and privacy. That's why we have a fully staffed team comprising of medical doctors, registered nurses, patient care technicians, and nursing assistants. We are located at Grove Street, St. George's. So contact us on 404-7838 to book an appointment today.
All right, and we'd like to say hello and welcome to everyone tuned in to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. I do hope that you had yourself a good Thanksgiving. It wasn't weekend. It felt like weekend a bit, but yeah, it wasn't weekend. It felt that way. So I hope that you had yourself a good week, Thanksgiving. And we are in the middle of the week, so hello to you. ECCB Governor on country outreach mission here in Grenada, and Queenette Johnson murder case is due to wrap up on Monday. You remember that case, right, where they found her body underneath the house, decomposed, and then they picked up a boyfriend for that and all that? Well, very interesting case. All right, so we have an update for you on that. All right, and we've got some COVID-19 vaccines available. We're going to be talking about that. And RGPF mourns the passing of a police constable boy, Daniel Joel James. We have a one-on-one with Jeverson and Ramirez, so you can look forward to that. Very interesting conversation, so you can look forward to that as well. Gotta let you know that the headlines was brought to you to the kind compliments of Courts Grenada Limited, Digicel Nawasa, Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Infinite Contractors, and Innovative Healthcare Services. Folks, when we come back, it could be real news in Ole Lily Lulu. So brace all yourself. All right, we are coming back shortly.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PTINR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Welcome back to the program, and we hope that you had yourself again a good day today. And this is what we call news discussed, not told. We have our two-part program today. First, we are going to give you the news. We have a few things that we need to tell you about, and then we have a special engagement with one of our very own, Jeverson Ramirez, who's an entertainer and who's traveled and is doing really good. We will tell his story in a while. All right, I thought that, we used to do a lot of that, and I want us to continue to do that, to do our part in terms of helping the artists to get to the next level. The governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, that's the ECCB, Timothy N.J. Antwine, is continuing his 2022 round of country outreach missions with engagements in Grenada from the 24th of October to the 27th. Now, Governor Antwine and his delegation paid a courtesy call on the Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Cecile La Grenade, on the 24th of October. Now, later that day, the team met with the cabinet and delivered a presentation titled Building Resilience and Propelling Transformation. Now, the presentation focused on international economic developments, regional monetary and macroeconomic developments in Grenada, the role of the ECCB in regional development, and selected ongoing initiatives the ECCB is undertaking in keeping with its strategic plan. Now, the governor and his delegation also held discussions with the leader of the opposition, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, and other members of the opposition. Now, on Wednesday, 26 October, the governor and his team held discussions with the social partners, bankers, and media practitioners. Now, the ECCB's delegation to Grenada includes the Chief Director Policy, D. Tracy Polios, economist from Grenada in the research, statistics and data analysis. That's Leon Bullen, and senior technical assistant in the corporate relations department. That's Marlon Bristol. As part of his 2022 round of country outreach missions, the governor visited Anguilla in May, Montserrat in June, St. Lucia in July, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines in September. In October, it's Grenada's turn. Now, you can check out the ECCB Connect Facebook page to follow the governor's visit to Grenada. Now, folks, one of the things that I've been seeing, and it hurts me to see that we have had so many deaths happening of young people that we know, everyday people. Before time, it used to be age-level people that die. Now, every day is some young people dying. And it's getting so frequent that it's becoming the norm. And I was telling somebody the other day, that stresses you out. Sometimes when you sit there and think, okay, I'm mourning the loss of a friend. But then another friend dies, and then they are forced to shortcut that mourning to focus on another friend who has died, and it just continues. And then your threshold just keeps growing higher and higher and higher and higher, not because you want to, but because, there's just so much coming at you. So it's painful. It's really painful, the reality that we are living with these days of just having so many people around us die. We're not ready. We're not ready. And so the Royal Grenada Police Force, they sent out notice, saying that they're mourning the loss of one of their constables, 363 Daniel Joel James. He passed away on Monday, 24th October. And the commissioner and the ranks and the file and the, everybody who has anything to do with the Royal Grenada Police Force, they were saying that, they've missed, they've lost a good one, a good officer. And there are a lot of good officers out there. Majority are great officers, in fact. And they wanted to extend condolences to the families and friends, But yeah, it's almost like our new reality. Yeah. I just know. Anyway. Oof. So, the assizes now is happening. And you will remember the Queenette Johnson murder case. That is due to wrap up on Monday. Now, 24-year-old Randy John, he stands accused of the 2018 death of 16-year-old Queenette Johnson. Now, the prosecution and the defense lawyer, they are to present their closing arguments when the trial resumes on Monday, following which Randy John will know his fate. Yesterday made it 4 years since Queenette's partially decomposed body was discovered underneath a house at Charlottesville in St. David, 5 days after she was reported missing. An autopsy conducted on Queenette's body revealed that she died as a result of asphyxiation. Now, the trial is being conducted before a 12-member jury. Now, Randy John is being represented by attorney-at-law Jerry Edwin. And so on Monday, we'll go to the court and we'll keep you updated on that particular matter. But you remember the case, and the evidence that's been presented in the court is enough to make you puke. Seriously. But she was only 16 years old. Only 16. Only 16. All right, we're moving on. So the Community Nursing Division within the Ministry of Health says that a limited supply of the AstraZeneca, Pfizer, Moderna, and Sinopharm coronavirus COVID-19 vaccines are available at all government-operated health centers and also the Grandance Medical Station. It's saying that interested persons are encouraged to contact or to visit their nearest health facility to arrange a convenient time to have the vaccine administered. It goes on to state that the vaccines are free. Members of the public, you are encouraged to take advantage of this opportunity and protect yourselves from being ill on account of the COVID-19. Now, in another story issued by the Ministry of Health, it shows that the construction of the retaining wall at the top entrance in the vicinity of the Gulf Health Center has begun, and residents should exercise caution when visiting that facility. Earlier this week, we told you that there were going to be construction of that retaining wall, and to minimize any sort of risk or harm to visitors to the facility, that you must be exercising extreme caution and use the entrance that is made available for persons. Okay, so please be guided accordingly. Okay, right. We're moving on. So we told you that tonight is going to be no ordinary night. We have with us Jeverson Ramirez. Who is Jeverson Ramirez? The son of the soil, in fact. And he's a guy, you grow up seeing people in the community doing things, and they do it for a hobby. He's one of those who had done the same thing, had, been encouraged to do his little singing and stuff like that. And to date, he has elevated, he has surged. He's a great performer. Jeverson, he sang Pray for Your Sons, Mama Pray for Your Sons, and a host of other songs he has done. He had his own, but he started doing covers, like singing other people's songs. And then when the time was right, and I'll say when the time was right because there's only one right time in a sense, he decided to take his craft to the next level. And then now he's writing his own songs. So we are going to be talking to Jeverson about that now. Based on the nature of the program, what we did is just before coming onto the program, we had that conversation with him. So I would like to present that to us right now. I didn't understand that. I don't talk to you, Miss Oshimo. It's too fast. To push up. So, ladies and gentlemen, here comes our entertainment piece for tonight as I give you my discussion with Jeverson Ramirez. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to this special edition. Of course, we have our entertainer, our big entertainer. I would like to call him entertainer because, it encompasses his singing ability and his stage performance and stage presence. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, I don't want to talk too much. Let us welcome the man himself, Jeverson Ramirez. Welcome to the program.
Hey, yo, what's going on, Mikey? Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on. I know that you're really busy, so I'm happy that we are able to catch you, between your schedules and so on, so that we can have a little chit chat.
Yes, sir.
So how's it been going on, Jeverson? What's going on with you?
Man, it's been awesome. It's been an interesting ride. It's been quite busy, but it's been fun. I've learned quite a bit. I've really learned quite a bit, and I've met some amazing people, and I've just been traveling around the States a little bit. I'm based in Nashville now, and just writing music, meeting with producers, just different writers, just different people, and trying to find my own sound, trying to find the music that I want to put out there and write that, and just keep doing my thing, man. That's where we are.
All right. You in Nashville. We're going to get some country from you soon?
You might just get that country soca, you never know.
Oh, yeah, man. So, so Jeverson, I've known you for years, and I've seen your journey, and you have a story to tell. From where you started and where you are. In a brief bit, maybe 2 or 3 minutes, can you explain to us the Jeverson story?
Well, in a nutshell, I grew up in Grenada, grew up in Mardi Gras, St. Paul's, and I just started singing in my shower, singing at home. Nobody knew I could sing like that. And I went to PBC, and the choir director heard me speak in the choir room one day, and he said, "Yo, you should be able to sing very well." And I joined the choir. I just picked it up and started doing it, and I played steel drums. I've been in gospel groups. I've been in Touch of Grace. I've sang in church. I sang in church more times than I could count. I've done every event in Grenada, basically done every kind of event, just trying to pursue my passion basically. And now I've, moved from Grenada to Nashville just to continue pursuing that passion and, writing music. I never thought I was going to be a songwriter, but I'm here now, and I'm just doing, and again, living my passion, living the thing that I really, really want to do, doing that. And I've honestly come from humble beginnings, really, really humble beginnings, and just, I'm grateful for where I am, really. I've done quite a bit. I've done it's so much things to talk about in space of 2-3 minutes, but it's been a journey. I've done almost everything that I can think about in terms of performing at home. And now I'm just trying to find a way to, up the ante, level up a little bit more, and, get out there some more.
Yeah, and finding yourself isn't the easiest thing to do, right? Musically, or even in the entertainment industry, because as you were saying, somebody recognized that probably you could have been able to sing, then you liked the idea, you went into it. But during that time, you were trying to find your niche. Where do I fit into all of that? And that sometimes takes some time. Do you think that you have found exact that little sweet spot as to where you want to stay and settle for a while in terms of your craft?
I'm still working on it. I'm still carving it out. As I say, I think it's, music is me and music is love. I am music, and I just feel like it just has to move me. That's all I've decided, that whatever I sing, whatever music I make, it has to move me first. And it could be something hip, it could be something pop, it could be something slow, it could be a ballad. It just needs to move me, and if it moves me, then when I sing it, it's going to move everybody else. But I'm still working on that. I'm still working on what I think I want it to be eventually. I've decided to mix a lot of the elements together, different kinds of music, soca, a little R&B, a little element of soul. I'm really soul heavy, and I think I'm going that direction, more soulful, but I don't know what it would sound like as yet. So but yeah, it's all part of the journey. It's all part of, creating something beautiful, as I say. But yeah, I think I'm going the soulful route. But you never know.
Right. I mean, you've done it all. You've done it all on whichever way direction you choose to go. You can handle it because you've done it.
Yeah.
Right. So you've moved from Grenada and you're primarily based in Nashville. How's that experience? How are you enjoying it?
It's different, man. It gets cold. And that's the only thing I'm just like, But it's cool. It's really nice. There are a lot of nice people out here, a lot of, good people. I've met a lot of people, and it's just really good vibes. It feels like home sometimes. But it was a culture shock, because I've only heard about Nashville, Tennessee, and I've only heard about the southern part of America, and coming here and seeing cowboy boots and cowboy hats and all of that stuff, and like it's all country music. Like you walk the street and there's a ton of country music playing. I've never been around that, but the good thing about it is it's Music City, right. So it's buzzing with music, all kinds of music, everywhere, every day, all day, and you can find any musician, any kind of music you're looking for, you can find here, and that was the cool part of it for me. But I like it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. And how are the people responding to your style of music?
Oh, they never seen nothing like that before.
Right. I can imagine, right?
Oh, they never seen anything like that. It's not just the music, but it's the me. It's how I, behave and perform and, go on when I'm on stage like that, and when the music really gets me going. A lot of people will just stay and stare at me and look at me like, yo, wow, what is this? This guy's crazy. This is mad. But it's been all really, really good reception. Everywhere we've gone to, we get called back, and I've been signed to CAA, which is like a booking agency, and they put me in different spots to perform, different places, this, that, and everywhere we've been, everywhere we go to, it's this guy's awesome, and we need to have this guy back, and stuff like that. We've done 2 festivals in a row, and it's going. They like, you have a choice but to love it. It's just what it is, though.
Right. Yo, that sounds exciting. And you mentioned we. Talk to us about the we. When you say we, who do you speak of?
I have a team. I have a management team, and so they're the ones helping me put this thing together, and we're working together to make the Jeverson brand a thing. So it's
a thing,
all
right?
of it.
It is a thing.
It is a thing. We're not making it a thing, making it a bigger thing.
Yeah.
But it's all of us. It's manager. I have some people in social media. We had some people in PR. We had a couple hands in the pie trying to help us put it together, or make it go a little more. I should say. I keep saying put it together as though it's not a thing. It is a thing. It is a thing, Jeverson. But it's a group effort, and I don't know what I do. It's a lot to do when you're on your own. So I'm grateful for that.
All right. You miss performing at home sometimes, right?
Oh yeah, man, I do. I really do. It's a different vibe. It's a different energy. It's like when even if I don't sing soca home, it's just the vibe. I think Grenada itself is a whole thing, and I really do miss performing there. I miss the whole vibes that we used to carry, and seeing the same people, just being around the same vibes. It's
yeah.
bittersweet dish.
I know. So what can we expect for the rest of the year, and let's say for 2023 from Jeverson and his team?
Yeah, well, first of all, for the rest of the year, I'm putting on my first ever concert, my first ever Jeverson concert in Grenada. And I've been performing in bands. I've performed in all different kinds of crowd, all different places, but I've never done my own thing. I've never really, I didn't write any songs or anything like that, but now I'm coming back home and putting on my own concert. It's gonna be about the music. It's on the 12th of November. I pay $57. It's food inclusive, $150 ticket. You can come and check it out. That's what I'm doing in November. 2023, we hope to be busy and really busy. Releasing new music, probably another project. So there's quite a bit going on, and then we have quite a bit happening for the next year.
Yeah, Jeverson. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I'm really proud, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm really proud of you. And I always talk about it that sometimes we get to appreciate what we have when it's gone, kinda. And you probably might have experienced that yourself, that after you would have gone, you start getting a lot of requests, and you start to feel the love, even if you have been feeling it before. But after you're gone, you realize, but wait, I didn't realize that I was so appreciated. And probably we are guilty of that as a people, probably not being able to express ourselves in the way that we should, to say, listen, boss man, we may not say it, we may not show you as much, but listen, we love you to death. And we ain't want you to go away.
No, I feel that. I do feel that, though. I feel like I've always felt the love. I've always felt support, from home. I've always felt support and love from home. But leaving for a year and coming back, it's like, bro, where you been, dog? The music is not the same, dog. We miss you, dog. Like, come back and sing the song and that. And it was. I never felt that before. But it just makes me feel, what, I'm doing something good. I've done something good, and I'm continuing to do what my passion is, and if I keep following that, then I'd have more of that, and people will want to hear more of me and want to see more of me. So it's cool to hear people say, yo, bro, the music scene is not the same without you, and we wish we could have you back for a couple of days, and we could do something, and you could come and sing and blah blah blah. I get a lot of requests now to come back home, and some of them I could take and some of them I can't because of how things are going. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's really, really cool, and I'm mad grateful for all of it, man.
All right. So you speak of your passion, and I know that singing and performing is your passion, but what's the end here? What do you hope to achieve with your music? How do you hope that your performances and music impact people?
Well, first of all, I want the world to hear the music. I want the world to see me do my thing. Yeah, naturally. But I think there's a bigger message. I think there's a bigger message of hope. I think there's a bigger message of us human beings, loving one another. I think there's a bigger message of, faith. I think, and it to me, it doesn't have to be gospel. It doesn't have to be related to that, but it's a message of, people feeling good. And I want to carry that I want to go out into the world with something like that. And I don't want to sing. I want to sing. My songs have to mean something. They have to mean something strong. They have to say something big. They have to say something bold, and really stand up for something. And so that's one of the things that I hope to achieve. And I want to create a bigger opportunity for music and musicians and singers and songwriters in Grenada. So I would, build a school. This is my plan, to build a school of performing arts, center for performing arts and music in Grenada. And at least people would get the opportunity to go to study this thing, study music, study, songwriting, study voice, study, so that when they decide to become a singer, when they decide to, pursue whatever it is that they pursue, and then it's like, they have the necessary, information that they need. They have the skills because they've been well trained, and stuff like that. So there's a lot. I mean, the message out there, sending a really positive message out there is one thing, but also giving back to my home, giving back to the music situation and seeing an industry in my home is even bigger for me.
Right. And I know with time that's very possible, because I mean, you have the will, you have the talent.
Oh yeah, man.
You're networking these days a lot, which will probably help you get to the right sort of people to make that dream a reality. And it will be good, for you to leave your footprint in the sand in that manner, being able to impact a lot of other people who will probably even get even more opportunities than you yourself got when you were trying to get your breakthrough. Yeah. I guess that's what the objective is here, because it sometimes is really difficult to get that break. And you understanding that would probably do your best to ensure that others don't have to go through that kind of challenge. Yeah. And speaking of challenge, you want to talk to us about, I mean, I know it's a great journey that you're on, but so what are some of the hurdles that you will find along the way?
I think some of those challenges are knowing what you want, like knowing exactly what it is that you want. Self-discipline, you really got to be self-disciplined and work as hard as you can. I mean, as you said, with everything, there is a challenge. It's going to be a challenge, but working hard and self-discipline and part of it is understanding this whole music industry and music business. That's part of a challenge, because where I'm from in Grenada, we don't really, some of the things that you hear out here, some of the situations and processes and business jargon and music business jargon and just the whole music business thing itself, it could be a little intimidating, and you could be like, oh yeah, I didn't really know that, and there's a lot to know and there's a lot to understand, a lot of little pieces in to fit in here and there. So that probably was the biggest challenge, but music wise, I was able to do the music and basically do it in a way that I was satisfied. Another thing too, as I'm talking about it, was getting people to really understand what it is that you want to do, especially when it's different, when it's totally different to what anything they've ever heard before, and it's in my head, and finding a way to let them see, or finding a way to show them what it is that I want to hear, play for them what it is that I want to hear, and eventually getting it to a place where I'm like, yeah, I can do, this is what I really want. That was also challenging when I just started off, because I've never had to do that before, but now I'm like, yeah, I can do it. I can sing it. I can play it on the pan. I can hum it. I can do something. I can figure it out on Logic. I can do quite a bit of things. And I'm able now to be like, yeah, this is what it is. This is what I want. This is how I want it. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah.
Well, Jeverson, you are great. I admire how you have taken your craft to the next level. I remember when people were saying, Jeverson, when are you going to do an original? But nothing happens before it's time. And then the original came, and it was bam, like in the right moment, in the right time. You see, you just don't want to be wallowing in the same thing for too long. So it's just about knowing when to move, knowing when to hold, knowing when to fold, knowing when to move. And,
Yes, sir.
and sometimes you don't get the opportunity to explain that to the people who are fans, but they have to trust the process and trust that you know what you're doing. And I think that you have proven that over time, that you know what you're doing. You have taken it from this stage from whatever stage it was, to this stage, and there's more to come. But that is going to come with the appropriate time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I mean, anything else that you'd like to add to the conversation, Jeverson?
I mean, the show is the biggest thing on my mind right now. I'm really excited about the show on November 12th. I'm getting to showcase my vibe, showcase the things that I like to sing, and the things that people like to hear me sing. And I can't give too much information about what that program will look like just yet. But I'm really, really excited about putting on something, going back home and, putting on something for the people that's been supporting me forever and ever. And I'm happy, that I'm doing it at Pair 57, and I am, I got some people on board with me. I have some sponsors. I have Netherlands Insurance, Power FM, I have Sonics Productions, Grenada Optical, I have Jubal Bay Resort, Koyaba Beach Resort. I just have people jumping on to help me put this thing together, and I'm really grateful for that, and that's going to be my first annual thing, because this is going to be a different kind of concert. It wouldn't be no hype. It wouldn't be no hype thing. I mean, we might get a little soca in between. I just hinting it to you. You might get like a vibes. You go high like a vibes. I ain't gonna lie, but it would be strictly about the music and the story. It would be about the whole journey of where I come from and where I am today and what the future holds, and just a celebration of good music and friends and family and fans and everybody.
Right.
So yeah.
So that's going to be November 12th at the Pier 57. $150 as drinks inclusive, you said?
Food inclusive, cash bar.
Food inclusive. And it's going to be a cash bar. So food inclusive, and it's going to be a cash bar. And so you are invited to come out. And where can are the tickets out yet? Where can people get the tickets from?
Or you can get some physical tickets at Grenada Optical, and you can get online tickets at gotofit.com. And we're selling. Tickets are selling. So I encourage you to, pick up a ticket, come through, eat your belly full, have a good time, listen to some good music, and go home and just be chill. We're gonna be awesome, man. I'll be sharing the stage with my brother. My brother is going to do background vocals for me, and that's like a dream come true. Just that in itself is like a big deal for me, because he's an amazing singer, and I've been trying to get that to happen for a long time. What else? I have some really cool guests that's going to grace the stage with me that night. Yeah, man, just come on out, get your tickets, and come through. It's going to be awesome.
All right, sounds good, Jeverson. Well, we're wishing you all the best for the show. We'll certainly be there. And we are inviting all our viewers to check out the show, support local. And you can't just support by listening. You have to support by going into the show, having a good time, so that you could get that experience. You could tell other people about your artist, your entertainer, Jeverson. Because Jeverson, I ain't no boy. Jeverson, you're proving yourself, bro. I don't know where you get your energy from, and that vibe. Because I know, it's not easy. It's not easy. A lot of times you might be tired. You still have to go there and be you and perform the best of your. People don't care about how you feel and how you are in your mental space. You have to just go out there and do your thing, and you do that perfectly every time. So kudos to you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. I mean, you can follow me. Your viewers can follow me on all social media platforms, on Spotify. And we got new music coming out. We got, just stay in touch, stay on board, and yeah, man.
Yeah, well, Jeverson, thanks again, and all the best for the show. As I said, we're going to be there, and as well for the rest of your journey for the year, for next year, we're going to be here again. I mean, when you have a next big thing coming, or you just want to have a little chit chat, you know where to find us. Of course, we can have some time as we follow your progress. You understand what I'm saying? As you follow we follow your progress, and someday we might be able to surprise you and be sitting in the front row seat to one of your major concerts abroad.
Yeah, man.
You understand? You see, but wait. I know this face,
Yes, sir.
I know how that's going to feel for you, right? seeing a familiar face among all the strange faces. So people feel free to follow Jeverson. You'll know where he will be performing. I know that on social media, sometimes you post where your shows are, or where your shows were, where you would be, and so on. So you can follow Jeverson. And if you're the kind who likes to surprise people, well, yeah, give Jeverson a surprise. Bring some Grenadian love. You know?
Yes, sir.
All right, Jeverson. Well, thanks and all the best. So we'll chat again, okay?
Thanks for having me on, man.
All right.
Big up, baby.
All right, love.
All right.
All right, so folks, that's our conversation with Jeverson Ramirez just before coming onto the program. Of course, we have to do our part in encouraging and featuring our artists. I think I want to do more of that to at least give our people a chance, use our platform to give our people a chance. And I hope that you are understanding of that, yeah? And a little mix and blend up. All right, so we typically would be going off right now, but I still see that we have a little bit of time. So what I wanted to do is take a break, and when I come back, we can come back with a national report. All right, well, if you're tired, you could go take a rest. We're coming back. All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We shall be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
The National Insurance Scheme continues to make it easy to access our services using the MyNIS online platform. Now we're introducing a new feature that allows you to submit your benefit claims from the convenience of your smart devices. No paper, no hassle. All you have to do is log in to my.nisgrenada.org. Select claims, fill out the relevant information, and click submit. We'll take it from there. It's that simple and that easy. Submit a claim from the comfort of your home as you rest and recuperate. Enjoy the convenience of faster claim processing and monitor the status of your claim every step of the way. We are excited to introduce this new feature to better serve you. NIS is changing the game and the way you make your claim. Access anywhere and anytime with MyNIS Online.
Have you ever imagined the value of being provided the best care services in the comfort of your own home? Or do you need caregivers that are truly invested in the health and well-being of your loved ones? Here at Innovative Healthcare, we are committed to providing you the highest quality care right in your home and the flexibility to recover at your own pace. Our services include Alzheimer's dementia care, wound care, physiotherapy, post-hospitalization care, cataract care, and so much more. We understand the great importance of your health and privacy. That's why we have a fully staffed team comprising of medical doctors, registered nurses, patient care technicians, and nursing assistants. We are located at Grove Street, St. George's. So contact us on 404-7838 to book an appointment today.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
For your education,
for your financial freedom.
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Do you need to get one of these tests done at an affordable price? Well, look no further. Visit Allied Laboratories by Fit for Life today. We offer VDRL, CBC, ANA, rheumatoid factor, D-dimer, TROP1, HbA1c, PT-INR, and PTT. Call one of our branches today, conveniently located at Grenville and Granats, and one of our staff members will be happy to assist. Please note that there are over 200 tests available, and these are only a few. So call today and book your appointment.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com. Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
The Blood Tour with Marvia Providence. Marvia Providence with a live band bringing you some of her newest and greatest hits.
If your hands are anointed, I feel like a running, skipping. I am a warrior. Full it with the Holy Ghost, bro.
Join the world-renowned recording artist Marvia Providence live in Grenada on Saturday, November 19th, 2022 at 7 p.m. Venue, Gateway Conference Center on Maurice Bishop Highway, Grenada. Get your tickets at these locations now or visit www.grenadagospel.com. This chain-breaking praise tour is coming with a difference. Call 533-0099 for vending and sponsorship opportunities available.
Tim Sunset Beach Bar invites all to the Sister Isle of Carriacou on the special day pass on Sunday, October the 30th. Catch the Osprey on Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. On arrival, get served breakfast, then head on out for an island tour of Carriacou. Take a boat ride to Sandy Island, then it's off to Ansler Roach Beach for a buffet lunch of lobster, fish, chicken, and ribs, along with cocktails all afternoon. The package costs $550 EC and includes your tickets to and from Carriacou on the Osprey, breakfast, the island tour, boat ride, and the buffet and cocktails. For bookings and more information, call on WhatsApp 1473-415-3488. That number again, 1473-415-3488. It's Tim Sunset Beach Bar Carriacou Day Pass on Sunday, October 30th. Come have some fun in the sun.
Residents of Mourns and surrounding areas are being asked to prepare themselves for adjustments to their daily lives as work intensifies on the land slippage project. This story and more in the National Report.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. With the details to the news for Wednesday, October 26, 2022, I am Sharian Noel. Infrastructure Minister Honorable Dennis Cornwall has called on the residents of Mourns and the surrounding areas to be prepared to make sacrifices and adjust their daily routine as work on the Mourns land slippage site intensifies. The call was made during a community meeting on Monday attended by Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation Honorable Andy Williams, Honorable Lennox Andrews, along with Avanish Dabade, contractor at the CEI, and consultant with Beston, David Blake. Honorable Cornwall says his government understands that there will be inconveniences for people having to travel longer routes, especially the children from the area attending the primary and secondary schools. However, resident safety must take priority.
The road will be closed. There will be no road between here and the other side at the point in time. And we want the residents of this area, or the users of the area, to understand where we are coming from. If you do not heed to what we are saying, we may have to do things that are not the nicest way. We wouldn't want to basically bring in the police force to ensure that people adhere to not crossing. Crossing while construction is going on would be dangerous for your own existence. We don't want any mishap in this area. And so we are begging you, we are pleading to you to allow the contractors to do their job in a way that would minimize any risk of lives or any damage to anybody. What you see right now on the project site that has happened so far is that some clearing has taken place. But there would be need for large excavation of a whole portion of land underneath there to make sure that that piling can be done in an effective way and so on. So there would be no road per se.
The issue of safety for all also formed part of the presentation made by Minister for Mobilization, Implementation and Transformation, Honorable Andy Williams. He told the residents that his ministry will work closely with the Ministry of Infrastructure to ensure the project is completed within the stipulated 10-month period.
We know that you have been patient thus far in terms of using the alternative route. And we know that the people of Mourns again have been patient in terms of having the amount of traffic being, through there. It is dangerous, right? It is dangerous for residents to pass through this road to connect to the other road. We have seen soil or gravel being gradually just coming down from the area, and you don't want someone to be walking there and something bad happens, right? So I think we are trying to, to be, lenient, because we know this would serve or is important for people when they come into shop and so. But we will have to block it off because we do not want anything to happen to anyone here.
Consultant on the project attached to Beston, David Blake, urged the residents to pay close attention to the information shared, as there will be many risk factors during the critical period of construction of the project, as sections of the land is still unstable.
Just last weekend, there was some moisture in the air, some rains came, and we noticed pockets of the tiff, the gravel, and the soil, the loose soil, moving down. So that is a very fragile but also very active environment. and we would like you to make arrangements to access boats through the bypass road. Minister said the bypass road there through Mount Moritz for a period of time. It's not forever, and we need you to assist us to deliver to you a good functioning project that will last and without regrets. If anyone is injured there, let alone a fatality, we will all be shattered and we will all suffer vast reputational risk.
The sentiments of the consultant were further strengthened by contractor Avanish Dabade on the risk involved in traversing or lingering around an active construction site of that nature.
We request you, and we are taking an opportunity here to inform you that this is a real risk. When my machine worked there, even we also feel that we are constantly observing how the land will behave. This entire land is gravel, so we are expecting that it will fall down. So it is always recommended that no person should travel when machine is working. Even you will find so many posters again, so many signages there. But we request the people not to travel. And during night time especially, when work is stopped, I seen the people are going where the excavation area, demolition area is done. So I don't expect the people to go there and harm themselves. So again, we are requesting, please not to go. Consider this is your construction site, and we wanted to make this construction activity completed without any hazard.
Residents with the relevant skill set were encouraged to visit the site office once interested in gaining employment as the project progresses. Moving along, in this time of reflection and observance, Grenada Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell is calling on citizens to focus on healing as a true way of moving forward. Prime Minister Mitchell was addressing the National Ecumenical Service of Thanksgiving on Tuesday in observance of October 25, 1983. The service was held at the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception under the theme, Remembering Mercy, Giving Thanks.
For many, however, October 1983 is still remembered with great pain. Next year will mark 40 years since the demise of the Grenada Revolution. And while we continue to give thanks for the progress made over these years, my administration understands that to move Grenada forward in a healthy and sustainable manner, we must address the healing of our nation. Moving forward, in an effort to address the myriad of legitimate emotions that surround this period in our history, we will engage communities across the island in a week of activities that begins on 19th October and culminates on October 25th. This approach seeks to encompass the significant events in this period and will provide an opportunity for increased dialogue, reflection, and introspection on one of our most formative events in our recent history.
U.S. Embassy Charge d'Affaires Francis Herrera says it's time to remember all who contributed to peace and security.
We want to honor the brave service members who made the ultimate sacrifice in this noble cause. Reflecting on the theme, Remembering Mercy, Giving Thanks, we say thank you to the citizens of Grenada for their assistance during the intervention. They include men and women from all walks of life and from every part of Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, who heeded the call and responded. They showed their dedication and commitment to this nation by crafting a tradition of democracy, peace, and security.
Meanwhile, it was a somber moment honoring the sacrifice of the 24 Cuban workers who died in Grenada on October 25, 1983, following the U.S. invasion. A memorial and wreath-laying service was held at the Cuban Monument in Point Celine, St. George, on Thanksgiving Day, Tuesday. Foreign Affairs Minister Honorable Joseph Andel reaffirmed solidarity and support of the government and people of Grenada toward the government and people of Cuba.
The events of 39 years ago must never be forgotten. It was an example of human solidarity at its best, of people who are prepared and determined to make the ultimate sacrifice in defense of an ideal. And in the world that we live in today, where everything, especially politics, has become so transactional, the heroism demonstrated by those Cubans is put in even greater relief when we compare to what prevails today. So it is not a day for long speeches. I would just like to reaffirm our commitment to the principles of human solidarity, of Caribbean brotherhood and sisterhood, to reaffirm the eternal links between the peoples of Cuba and Grenada.
Dr. Terence Marichaud of the Morris Bishop and October 19, 1983 Martyrs Foundation led the activities on Tuesday. Dr. Marichaud says although the circumstances surrounding the death of the Cuban workers was tragic, today calls for a celebration of their lives and sacrifice.
Today we do not mourn their deaths, but we celebrate their lives and their legacy. As the poet Francis Marion Crawford said, "They fell, but over their glorious grave floats the banner of the cause they died to save." We celebrate their resilience and their determination to stand up and defend that cause, the cause of international solidarity, that noble and just cause of humanity. Today, as we celebrate their lives and their legacy of the fallen Cuban comrades, we again thank the government and people of Cuba, as well as their families who have been deprived of their love and support, for the sterling example of resistance, selflessness, and solidarity that have provided us. There's no question that they are the true heroes of the Cuban people and by extension the Grenadian people because of their selfless contributions to our own development.
784 Cubans were in Grenada at the time of the U.S. invasion, assisting the country in developing its infrastructure. Ambassador of the People's Republic of Cuba to Grenada, His Excellency Luis Ernesto Rodriguez, stated that the sacrifice of the 24 Cuban workers will forever be a reminder of human solidarity.
Their example will multiply, their ideas will multiply and multiply themselves in us. There will be no power, no weapons, no force that can prevail over patriotism, internationalism, feelings of human fraternity, and communist consciousness that they represented. Long live to the heroes, our heroes and martyrs. Long live the friendship between the people of Cuba and Grenada. As Fidel said, Grenada and Cuba was and continue being sister nations.
Viva Cuba! Viva, Viva Granada! Viva, Viva la hermandad entre los pueblos cubanos y granadinos! Viva. Forever!
Long live friendship and solidarity between the Grenadian and the Cuban people. Long live international solidarity. Let us forever go forward on our feet and never on our knees.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Prepare for hurricane. Prepare for hurricane. Make sure you have your radio and your batteries too. Waterproof flashlight candles will do. Tin stuff, garbage bag, first aid kit. Come on people, make sure you have it. Clean water in a container and a hurricane plan. Hear me no man.
Hurricane damage is beyond your control. Surviving the aftermath is up to you. Have a hurricane plan. It can save your life and your family too.
Prepare for hurricane. Your hair, prepare for hurricane.
A call is being made for a memorial to be built to recognize the lives of Grenadian soldiers who died in combat during the U.S. invasion 39 years ago. At a remembrance service at the St. George Cemetery on Tuesday, Thanksgiving Day, for the first time, ex-soldiers from the Revolution attended to show their respects and honor their fallen comrades in arms. Dr. Terence Marichaud of the Morris Bishop and October 19, 1983 Martyrs Foundation remembers the odds surrounding the Grenadian soldiers at the time and hails their bravery and heroism.
On this day, 25th of October 1983, with the invasion imminent, Grenadian soldiers were called out to defend the homeland in a futile attempt to resist this overwhelming invading force. Not only were the soldiers ill-equipped and disorganized, contrary to what was happening years before when they were prepared for the defense of the homeland in a holistic way, in many instances they were leaderless, as some of the top brass of the army cowardly went into hiding, leaving the soldiers to their own devices. Yet despite all of this, our Grenadian soldiers of the People's Revolutionary Army took a stand to fight against the most powerful military in the world. And stories are told about the epic battles that they fought against the invaders, which actually surprised the invaders. Our Grenadian soldiers, even knowing that they were fighting against tremendous odds and against an implacable enemy, decided that they would rather give their lives than allow a foreign aggressor to take over our country.
Yes, long live!
Their heroism and bravery are reminiscent of the early Caribs who in 1651 preferred to jump to their deaths rather than be captured and enslaved by a foreign power, this time the French. It is reminiscent of the Federal Revolution of 1795 and all of those who gave their lives to the cause of freedom of the Grenadian people.
Delivering the homily at the ceremony, Father Hugh Logan says there will always be hope and a future for the people of Grenada.
Out of the pain of a people comes creativity. And that's what we have experienced. Out of the pain during the revolution, out of the pain that so many families still have to deal with, not knowing where the sons and daughters are, not being able to give them a proper burial. Out of this pain, we have seen in our people creativity, resilience, hope, energy, life. And that's the work of God. That's the work of God, and that is what God invites us to do today. Prayer is putting our lives and the situations of our lives in God's hand. Because God can bring good out of darkness.
In remembrance of the fallen soldiers, Sergeant Lacrat of the People's Revolutionary Army Expatriate Welfare Association performed the roll call of the men who lost their lives.
Comrade Colin Carter. Present. Comrade Keith Noel. Present. Comrade Stephen McQueen. Present. Comrade Joy Mitchell. Present. That was one of my students in training. Comrade Michael Charles. Present. Comrade Roy Antoine. Present. Comrade Alston Francis. Present. Comrade Keith Francis. Present. Comrade Elton David. Present. Comrade Thomas Mitchell. Present. Comrade Daniel Lawrence. Present. Comrade Godwin McQueen. Present. Comrade Creed Van Philip. Present. Thank you very much, comrades. Present. Long live.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives is moving forward with the revision of the National Food and Nutrition Policy, one of the priorities of the transformation agenda set out for the sector that is expected to improve access to food. Understanding global food security, which is currently being threatened by many factors including COVID-19, soaring food, energy and fertilizer prices, international conflict and others, the ministry will focus on institutional strengthening and capacity building to achieve this. Speaking at the World Food Day celebrations in St. George's on Friday, Senator Adrian Thomas said the policy, which is expected to be reviewed, aims to meet the dietary needs of Grenadians to support their active and healthy lives.
The ministry will move speedily to have the National Food and Nutrition Policy reviewed for implementation. This food and nutrition security policy recognizes the physical, economic, and social access. This food and nutrition security policy recognizes the right to food and to ensuring that all Grenadians at all times have physical, economic, social access to safe, nutritious, culturally acceptable, and affordable food in sufficient quantities to meet the dietary needs for that active and healthy life. Brothers and sisters, in moving forward with this policy, particular attention will be given to animal production, and in particular, poultry production. Increased crop production inclusive of the introduction of white potatoes.
The ministry has aligned itself with the 2022 Heads of Government of CARICOM commitment to reduce the region's large food import bill by 25% by 2025, which includes several commodities for increased production.
The CARICOM 25% by 2025 reduction in the regional food bill aligns with our transformational agenda, and the ministry supports this initiative. Poultry production is at the top of CARICOM lists, and we are fully cognizant of the need to develop the local poultry industry to meet the national demand and reduce both the volume and value of poultry inputs.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives is also aspiring that there will be an overall saving of at least $26 to $30 million each year if 10% of imported produce is replaced by locally grown foods. Other areas identified by the ministry is the need to increase food production, the implementation of reforms in the agricultural sector for addressing issues of predial larceny and the marketing of agricultural products, strengthening linkages between agriculture and tourism, the development of the agribusiness and agro-processing sectors, the cannabis industry, spice replanting, marine resources, and the blue economy sector. And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Wednesday, October 26, 2022. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sharian Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Well, thank you very much, Sharian. We are having a lengthy night tonight, but let's just get right into it. We want to let you know that the weather is is submitted by the Met Office. And the weather is mostly cloudy and breezy with some light to moderate showers, and that's scattered showers, and medium chance of thunder is expected tonight. Now, the minimum temperature for tonight, 25 degrees Celsius. There's a warning in effect for tonight. There's a low chance of flash flooding or landslides in areas that are so prone. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 13 to 23 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. Now, the weather for Thursday is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with some light to moderate widely scattered showers and a moderate chance of thunder. There's a warning in effect for tomorrow, God's willing, as well. There's a low chance of flash flooding or landslides in areas that are so prone. The maximum temperature for Thursday, 30.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 25.5. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters. A marine advisory will be in effect. And before we wrap, let's say hello to the folks who are currently on YouTube. So all our YouTube viewers, we say hello to you. It's Clovey, Suzanne, and my mom and family and everyone else who's there. We would like to say hello to you, all right? We have Jane and the crew. Blessings to you. And to those of you who are on Facebook, we say hello to you as well, to the sharing committee. I see that Javar, Bermuda, y'all are real troopers in truth, because it's a very long program tonight and you guys stuck around just the same. So we want to say hello to those of you who are there with us. So we have Claudette, we have Kireen, we have Michelle, we have Avril. Who else is with us? We have Claire, we have Ezran, we have Patty, we have Praise and Worship. We have, again, we see Java is there, Bermuda, Velma is with us, and Kireen and Barbara. We have Eunice and Yvonne and Vicky and Cynthia and, Wendy Ann is with us as well. So I mean, guys, Crystalline, Diana, Jacinta, Nelsia. So blessings, I mean, y'all are real troopers. So blessings to you. Those of you who are sharing, those of you who are commenting. I mean, it's all blessings to you. Samantha, blessings. We see Salian as well. So Salian, blessings to you as well. Okay, guys. So I'm looking forward to being back with you tomorrow, God's willing. We're going to have another interesting program. We're going to share and we're going to interact and we're going to do everything as well. So thanks again, those of you who are not commenting, those of you who are not sharing, those of you who are not saying anything, but you're just there. We still got to let you know that we appreciate you just the same. So I'm looking forward. I think we have had a long night, so let me leave you guys to your own devices right now. Guys, what do you say? So let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we say, Ja! No! Big up to you, Claire, again. Big up to you, Java. Big up to you, Kireen. Yes, Kireen still begging. Blessings to you guys, man. It's all good. It's all good. No worries, okay, guys? No worries at all. Praise and worship and everybody else. Be safe. Okay? So, see you guys later. Take care.
Grenada.